Songs in the night, August 3rd, the Lord hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Jeremiah 31:3. The whole world is seeking for happiness. The few who have truly found Jesus and who have made a full consecration of their hearts to him and to whom he has given the water of life, these few have found the happiness which the world is seeking in other directions in vain. They have found a heart satisfaction which is able even to offset trials, sorrows, difficulties, and disappointments from other sources, and to glory in this realization that their experiences are working to their advantage, proving them, preparing them for still greater riches of glory by and by. Reprint 3496.
Welcome to the deep dive. You know, it feels like everyone, everywhere is searching for happiness, right? It's this constant human quest.
Absolutely. It's fundamental.
Yeah. And today we're diving into that very quest, but maybe from an angle you haven't considered, a really distinctive perspective. Our source material for this is, well, it's quite specific. It's a passage called Songs in the Night.
Okay.
Found in something called Reprint 3496, dated August 3rd. It's historical spiritual writing.
Got it. Reprint 3496.
And our mission really is to explore how this text talks about achieving heart satisfaction.
Heart satisfaction. I like that phrase.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it suggests a way to find it that seems, well, it seems to work even when things are tough, you know, amidst life's challenges, which kind of goes against how we usually think about happiness.
Right. That's immediately intriguing. And, you know, the source doesn't just float this idea abstractly. It anchors it very deeply in Scripture.
Okay, how so?
It points straight to the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 3.
Jeremiah 31:3.
Yeah, it speaks about an everlasting love and crucially about being drawn by God with loving kindness.
Drawn, like pulled towards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not just a passive feeling, but an active drawing towards.
Yeah.
The text presents this as the absolute foundation for the kind of unique contentment we're talking about. It's like a magnetic pole setting the stage.
Okay, so that's the foundation. But then the source immediately points out something most of us recognize, right?
What's that?
It says, the whole world is seeking for happiness. I mean, that's pretty relatable.
Definitely.
But here's the kicker. It adds that most are seeking it in other directions in vain.
In vain. That's a strong
It
statement.
really is. It makes you stop and think, okay, if the usual paths aren't working, what is this alternative the source is proposing?
Well, and that's the core question, isn't it? The text gives a very direct answer.
It does.
Yeah, it suggests that this kind of deep happiness, this heart satisfaction, is found by the few who have truly found Jesus and who have made a full consecration of their hearts to him. It talks about this deep, intentional dedication, a real giving over of oneself.
Consecration. Like a total commitment.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it adds another layer. It says, these are the ones to whom he has given the water of life.
The water of life. That sounds symbolic.
It is, but the text treats it as very real, not just poetry. It's presented as this sort of continuous spiritual source, something that refreshes you from the inside, fundamentally changes your inner state, you know?
So it makes external stuff less important for your happiness.
Exactly. Less defining. It's this,
Yeah.
like ever-flowing spiritual wellspring, freely given.
Okay, but here's where it gets really counterintuitive for me.
Go on.
The source claims this heart satisfaction, it isn't some fragile thing that disappears when trouble hits.
Right.
It says it's strong enough to even offset trials, sorrows, difficulties, and disappointments from other sources. I
Right.
mean, wow. Offset them. How?
Yeah, that's a bold claim.
Yeah.
How can joy and sorrow coexist like that? And joy somehow cushion the blow.
Exactly. What's the thinking there? How does the source explain that?
It's fascinating, actually. The source basically reframes the entire experience of hardship.
Reframes it.
Yes. It suggests these tough times, these trials and difficulties, they are actually working to their advantage.
To their advantage.
By proving them, testing and strengthening them, and preparing them for still greater riches of glory by and by.
Okay, wait. Riches of glory, that doesn't mean, like, material wealth here, does it?
No, not
Yeah.
at all. The context makes it clear it's about profound inner wealth, spiritual depth, character development, the kind of richness that comes from, well, enduring and growing through the hard stuff.
So the difficulties become catalysts, tools for growth.
That's exactly the perspective.
Hmm?
Adversity isn't just something to be endured. It's seen as this transformative process, refining people, equipping them for something deeper, richer down the line.
So putting it all together, we've looked at this view where real satisfaction isn't about everything going perfectly outside.
Right, it's not circumstantial.
It's rooted much deeper in this specific spiritual connection the source describes. A connection so strong, apparently, that it can actually change how you see hardship.
Turning trials into something meaningful,
Mhm.
even beneficial.
It's a powerful idea, a resilience that reframes suffering.
It really is.
Yeah.
And perhaps that leads to a thought for you listening right now. Well, if this text is right, if that feeling of being drawn by loving kindness can genuinely lead to a heart satisfaction so profound that even trials, even sorrows are seen as contributing to these greater riches of glory,
Yeah.
then what might that suggest about how you could perhaps reevaluate the challenges, the difficulties you're facing in your own life right now?
That is definitely something to mull over, a very different lens to look through.
Indeed.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into what true heart satisfaction might really mean, seen from this unique perspective.